everyone, and welcome to Burn Pilates. My name is Lydia. We're going to be going through an entire core series that focuses on lengthening the abs and activating them through movements that really incorporate hip work. Set up with your mat. You don't need any equipment for this series. Part of working through the core is finding not only breath, but also activating from a point where you have the ability to move from the correct muscles to properly activate and engage through your core. So from here, we're just going to start stretching out and working for a bit of mobilization. This is a great series to activate also to help digestion. We're going to wring out the core, and what you want to do is breathe in, find a neutral spine, neutral posture, equal weight through arms, knees stacked underneath your hip bones. Elongate your neck and make sure that your lats are engaged. Open up your arms wide enough to have that engagement. You're going to breathe in through your nose, fill up through your lungs, three-dimensional Pilates breath. And on your exhale, we're going to alternate a twist, opening up towards the ceiling, lowering down, transferring the weight through center and focusing that you're grounding through your kneecaps, through your shins, through your hips. Focusing on the twist to happen through your chest, through your back. Find space. We're going to inhale as we lower and exhale, twist so that you're always wringing out your core as you get through that full oxygen exchange. Keep lengthening out through your spine and work at your own timing, making this not about moving quickly, but about moving intentionally and intuitively through your breath. Really stretch by pushing the arm that's staying stabilized in the floor down into the floor, ground it. I always talk about grounding here on this channel, in our classes together, because it's so important to find the resistance where there is none, and then also the resistance in equal and opposition where there is feedback. Bring your arms right underneath your chest, and from here, engage through your lats. Feel as though you were working right away from your armpits all the way in through your obliques, through that pressure that you're applying into not only your arms and upper back, but also your shins down into the floor. Now toes flex. We're finding the core while activating into the ground. Take a full breath in. Neck is long. Shimmy off any tension you might have. And exhale, float your knees up and just hold here. Try not to stress out the wrists. Feel right away where you're pushing your toes down more. Alleviate the upper body from too much resistance and hold for 3. Last set of 2. And last 1. Good. From here, you're going to right away set up, legs forward. Take your arms, stretch them out in front of you with your thighs. Have your thighs glued together. You're counterbalancing from here, shoulders down and back. Take an inhale. On your exhale, you're going to go right away into your lower C-spine. Upper torso is nice and set up in a parallel. Holding from here, keeping your legs glued together as much as you can. Keep the feeling and feedback of where your thighs are trying to also ground and press down to the floor. That's going to keep you from rolling too far back. Now from here, shoulders are down and away. Don't stress them out. Alleviate your neck. Feel your upper body grow long and tall. And if you need to modify, you know what to do. Go less deep or bend your knees. From here, take a full breath in. On your exhale, you're going to sit all the way up, arms stretching, biceps next to ears, elongate through your spine, ground through your sit bones, but at the same time, feel your core stretch, create space between your ribs and hips. Shoulders picking up tension to ears, like somebody's pulling your wrist to the ceiling, and then on your exhale, drop your shoulders down and find again that C curvature. Squeeze your legs in together, work your lower pelvic floor into transverse abdominis. Pull your abs in, collarbones wide. Breathe in and exhale, lift, elongate. So working the subtleties of the spine, working the posture, shoulders up, shoulders down, lower spine scoops, arms stretch forward, shoulders pull back, collarbones wide. One more time. Breathe in first and then exhale. Glide on up. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Reach, reach, reach. From here, you're going to take your arms, you're going to bring them down to the floor, bend your knees first, and have your forearms down where your hands are close to your hips. You could also have your palms open to the ceiling. You could have your fists grounded. You could have your palms flat. Personal preference. You want to, from here, right away, see that you have your knees set up where they are at a soft incline. Your feet are fully grounded. So you don't want to be here. You want to have your feet fully down. Now from here, draw your tailbone under, scoop your navel in, think of your lower back in a very similar C curvature, collarbones are wide. From here, you're going to take right leg all the way up to a tabletop, stretch your right leg all the way out, find right away a spacing where your knee is slightly below your left leg, slightly above your left ankle, right into that inner thigh support. Now from here, you're going to flex your foot, stretch your toes on out, and keep thinking of how your abdominals are resisting the leverage that the right leg has just created. Belly button down. Exhale, lengthen. Last set of 4. Collarbones wide, neck is long. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Take a bend in. Now softly transition, stretch on out, find your length, balance your hips, pull your abs in, and 8 times flex, point, and stretch on out. Stomach wall contracted while you lengthen. The full principle of Pilates, working from the core right here. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Take your foot to the floor, and from here, as you lower down, you're going to bring your legs right away to tabletop, collarbones wide, arms plugged into the floor, squeeze your knees into center, imprint if you need, otherwise neutral pelvis, neutral spine, collarbones wide, rib cage knitted in. I keep saying collarbones because honestly, the shoulders start to hunch up. You want to find right away that drop, that width. Sometimes even having hands behind the nape of the neck. This can help in just simply stabilizing or even having the arms in a cactus position. Play around for you and your body today. You're going to start to flex and stretch your toes, focusing on how your inner thighs are gluing your midline together, on how your lower pelvic floor muscles through your transverse are working the movement through your ankles. Exhale, inhale. Last set of 3, last set of 2, last 1. Again, support as you need for your lower back, or at all have your hands underneath your tailbone if you need. Breathe into tailbone. Breathe in. Breathe into tabletop. Exhale as you alternate a toe tap down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. You're working from your lower abs, taking your leg down and up, resisting gravity, thinking of getting that femur to distance itself away from your hip bone. Find 90 degrees back when you lift. Feel like this whole space between your 2 hip bones is working to keep that flatness right across like a seat belt. And at the same time, the obliques are working to stabilize the ribs into the alignment of the hips. Last set of 4. Last set of 3, collarbones wide. Last set of 2. Finish your last one here and pull your knees into your chest. Right away, give yourself a light lower back stretch. That's from side to side that you rock, or just holding your center position, or even a personal preference of mine, drawing circles with the legs and just releasing. Switching directions when you're ready, and then rolling all the way up, setting up back onto all fours, going right away into alternating bird to dog From here, starting left arm, stretching out, right leg reaches back, find that extension, and then inhale, lower down, knee stacks under hip, exhale. Try to get your arm right up, bicep next to ear. Feel this resistance. Again, as you work out from your joints, out from tension, keeping you tight and short. As you lengthen, the lengthening is coming from your core. You're keeping your hips and shoulders square. You're pushing the supporting arm and leg down into the mat, grounding your body, making sure not to overly arch. Keep thinking of your body extending forward and back, but trying to find always that ruler length, no bananas. Exhale, opposition. As your arm reaches forward, your neck stretches forward as well. Your toes extend back. And that resistance, like pulling two ends of elastic, is what is honing in on you, toning your core right here. Exhale for 4. Last set of 3. Last set of 2. Last one. From here, you're going to take your forearms down to the floor and right away set up with your toes flexed, stabilizing into your mat. I want you to transfer weight so that you can have your left leg lifted. And from here, you're going to take your knee down. You touch the floor softly, and as you stretch out and back, you work for the hip extension where you're getting that extension from parallel. Your hip's naturally going to open, but in focusing on your glute with your abs, you want to feel that you're able to control that push up and down again, like you're moving through water, equal resistance in both directions. Push away, contract back in. Last 3. You're stretching your abdominal wall while contracting it in that length. For 2. Last 1. Take your left leg down. From here, switching right leg. First, stretch on out. Find that parallel. Work away from your hip. Try to feel that you're pushing something away. Again, I think of water. You lower down, you touch the floor, and you stretch on out. Hips staying back. Control down. Control out. Push your forearms into the floor. Collarbones wide. Last set of 3. Last 2. Last 1. And from here, taking your leg all the way down, just sit back, child's pose. Smoothly unraveling and just giving yourself a chance here to finish as you started, hands wide, collarbones nice and wide as well. Take a full breath in and exhale. Twist. Bring out your core. Deep breath in. Just go for a few more. Give yourself a moment to sit back, knees in, stretching your arms all the way up. Feel your shoulders lift up to your ears. And then as you exhale, open up, pull your elbows down, stretch collarbones wide. Torso elongating, palms together. And from here, push your upper back out, round your torso forward, eyes look down. Lift on up, palms to ceiling, and exhale, open up wide. Thank you so much for joining me for this very activated and lengthened core burn. This is a great sequence that you can do a second time through if you want to make it a little bit more of a workout for you today. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, I'd love to get to know you. Hit click subscribe if you haven't joined Burn Pilates yet. Love to see you every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. New classes are here for you so you can personalize your practice. Have an awesome morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Guys, I will see you at the next burn.